Monks do things that humans can't. They walk on water, dwell in frozen realms, and even levitate as if gravity were a mere suggestion.
You have power of levitation.
Their astonishing abilities aren't the result of sorcery, but of rigorous discipline, profound meditation, and unwavering mental mastery. By transcending fear and desire, they shatter the boundaries of the ordinary, entering a realm where the body obeys the indomitable will and the spirit soars free. Join us as we explore 20 supernatural feats of the monks that defies logic. Number 10, they can drill into their skulls. In the quiet town of Mianzhu, nestled in China's Sichuan province, a Shaolin monk named Zhao Rui has transformed his body into a living testament to human endurance. His journey is not just one of physical prowess, but of unwavering discipline, an odyssey marked by pain, resilience, and an unbreakable will. Zhao's feats defy belief. He can press an iron bar against his throat and bend it without so much as a wince. He lies atop a bed of jagged metal spikes, his body remaining unharmed. Spectators watch in stunned silence, torn between awe and disbelief. But these incredible abilities did not come easily. Zhao's training, rooted in the ancient traditions of the Shaolin Temple, has demanded years of relentless practice, where pain is not an enemy, but a teacher. Each bruise and every moment of agony has shaped him into the man he is today. Even more astonishing, the skin on his temple remains unscathed as a power drill presses against it, refusing to yield. It's as if his body defies the very laws of nature, leaving onlookers in stunned disbelief. There have been setbacks, moments of doubt, and injuries that might have broken a lesser spirit. Yet for Zhao, every hardship has been a lesson, a test of his resilience. Beyond the spectacle, his performances hold a deeper meaning. They are not merely stunts meant to shock or entertain, but demonstrations of a profound philosophy. For Zhao, strength is not just physical, but mental. The ability to endure the impossible is not magic. It is the result of absolute focus, self-discipline, and an unshakable belief in his training. Once plagued by nervousness, Zhao has learned to embrace challenges, both in martial arts and in life. His journey is one of mastery, not just of combat, but of the self. And as he stands before crowds, bending steel and defying pain, he is not merely performing. He is proving the limitless potential of the human spirit. Number 9, they can walk on water. In the quiet city of Quanzhou, where ancient traditions meet modern life, a lone figure stood at the river's edge, poised for an impossible feat. The crowd, gathered in breathless anticipation, watched as Shi Liliang, a monk from the legendary Shaolin Temple, prepared to defy nature itself. Dressed in nothing but a pair of black shorts, he radiated quiet confidence. Stretching out his arms to steady himself, he locked his eyes on the path ahead. 200 floating plywood planks, barely wide enough to hold a foot, stretching across the water like stepping stones in a dream. His feet barely touched the planks as he sprinted across the wide river, each step a delicate dance of precision and speed. The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices carrying over the water as Shi Liliang gilded forward, weightless, almost as if he were running on air. It was a test of skill, balance, and unwavering discipline, one that only a master could hope to conquer. And as he reached the other side, his incredible journey across the water became more than just a display of physical prowess. It was proof of the power of mind over matter, of ancient wisdom transformed into breathtaking reality. Number 8, they can throw needles through glass. The monk stood still, his gaze locked on the fragile glass pane before him. In his hand was a simple sewing needle, thin, delicate, and seemingly harmless. Yet, in the right hands, even something so small could become a weapon of precision and power. With a controlled breath, Feng Fei raised his arm, his fingers gripping the needle with a mastery forged through years of disciplined training. The world seemed to slow as he flicked his wrist, sending the needle hurtling toward the glass. The result was as shocking as it was mesmerizing. The pane shattered, a web of cracks exploding outward as the needle pierced through. On the other side, a balloon popped in perfect synchrony, a final exclamation mark to Fei's impossible feat. The slow-mo guys, who had come to capture the moment in the high definition, stared in awe. They had attempted the trick themselves, only to leave mere scratches on the surface. How could something as fragile as a needle shatter something as solid as glass? The answer lay in the very nature of glass itself. Unlike metals, which bend and absorb impact, glass is rigid, a paradox of strength and fragility. It resists breaking until the moment it doesn't. The secret, as physicist James Sethna explains, lies in its molecular structure. While metals allow their molecules to shift and cushion force, glass lacks that flexibility. Instead, its bonds distribute pressure across the entire pane until a crack forms. And when that first crack appears, the balance is lost. The force concentrates at the fracture point, and suddenly, what once held firm crumbles in an instant. It's the same reason why a rubber ball, no matter how hard it is thrown, won't shatter a window, but a jagged rock will. A rock concentrates its energy at a single point, just like Faye's needle. His throw wasn't just about strength, it was about precision. The needle had to be rigid and unyielding, a perfect projectile capable of forcing a flaw into the glass's defenses. And once that flaw existed, the rest of the pane surrendered. A simple trick, perhaps, but behind it lay a mastery of physics, precision, and the art of controlled destruction. One flick of the wrist turning the impossible into reality. Number 7. They can turn crotch into iron. In a quiet village in China, where ancient traditions still thrive, there exists a martial art so bizarre and unfathomable that it defies all reason. It is called Iron Crotch Kung Fu, a discipline not built on swift strikes or elegant forms, but on the sheer ability to withstand unimaginable pain to the groin. At the heart of this practice stands Master Wang, a man of unshakable resolve and, presumably, an unbreakable pelvis. As the head of the Juntan Martial Arts Academy, he has dedicated his life to a skill that few would dare attempt. His weapon of choice? A 6-foot-long, 88-pound log capped with a steel plate, which swings through the air like a wrecking ball, only to collide directly with his most vulnerable region. When you practice Iron Crotch Kung Fu, as long as you push yourself, you will feel great, Wang proclaims with a confidence that borders on the surreal. Yes, that's right. The man leading this extreme discipline is, indeed, named Wang. Despite obvious skepticism, Wang insists that with the proper technique and sufficient practice, the training is painless and has no impact on fertility. His unwavering belief is a testament to the power of the human body, or perhaps to the limits of sheer stubbornness. Number 6. They can climb on mountains. High in the rugged wilderness, where jagged peaks pierce the sky and silence reigns supreme, a monk moved with an almost otherworldly grace. His bare feet pressed against the unforgiving stone, finding their place effortlessly, as if the mountain itself were guiding him. No ropes tethered him, no fear anchored him. Only a deep, unwavering focus, honed through years of meditation and discipline. Then, the world took notice. A video surfaced online, capturing this extraordinary feat. Clad in humble robes, the monk scaled a near-vertical rock face, as if he were merely strolling along a village path. Shared by Twitter user Tansu Yegan, the clip quickly went viral, amassing over 510,000 views and 22,000 likes. People watched in disbelief, marveling at how he moved with such ease, seemingly defying gravity. But this was no magic, only mastery. His movements followed a precise strategy, shifting side to side to reduce the steepness of the climb, much like a skier carving down a slope. Yet, while the technique was known, few outside the realm of trained monks could execute it with such perfection. This was more than just a physical achievement. It was a testament to the boundless potential of human will. The monk had not merely climbed the mountain, he had become one with it. Number 5. They can alter body temperature. The wind howled through the icy Himalayan night, its sharp teeth gnawing at the mountain peaks. Snow blanketed the earth in an unforgiving embrace. Yet at top, a remote monastery. A group of monks sat motionless, draped only in their thin robes. Their breath curled into the freezing air as they meditated, untouched by the biting cold. For centuries, whispers of their seemingly supernatural resilience had spread beyond the mountains, drawing the curiosity of scientists. Could the human body truly withstand such extreme cold without shivering or faltering? Buddhist monks have long been known for their extraordinary ability to endure extreme cold, often meditating in freezing temperatures without suffering from hypothermia. This seemingly supernatural resistance has intrigued scientists, leading to studies that confirm the phenomenon. One study observed that monks, while meditating, could raise the temperature of their hands and feet by more than 7 degrees Celsius. Surprisingly, this was not due to an increase in metabolism, as their food intake and heart rate remained normal. Researchers suggested that the expansion of blood vessels might be responsible, allowing warm blood to circulate more efficiently to the extremities. However, this was not directly measured, leaving the exact mechanism a mystery. Some experts believe that ancient breathing techniques, such as Tummo meditation, play a crucial role. Tummo, a practice from Tibetan Buddhism, combines controlled breathing with visualization techniques, possibly influencing the nervous system and body temperature. Monks trained in Tummo have been observed drying cold, wet sheets with their body heat alone, a feat that remains baffling to modern science. While the full explanation remains elusive, these findings confirm that Buddhist monks can manipulate their body temperature through meditation, defying conventional scientific understanding. Their training, discipline, and deep connection with their own physiology allow them to survive in extreme cold where others would succumb. Number 4. They can wet dry sheets with their minds. In the icy stillness of a remote Tibetan monastery, where the frigid mountain air seeps through ancient stone walls, a group of monks sits in quiet meditation. Their bodies, clothed only in thin robes, remain motionless as steam begins to rise from the damp sheets draped over their shoulders. Slowly, almost impossibly, the sheets begin to dry, not from the warmth of a fire, but from the sheer power of the monks' minds. This astonishing ability, known as Tummo meditation, has long been a closely guarded secret among a handful of Tibetan monasteries in the remote regions of Qinghai and Sichuan. Few possess this rare skill, yet those who do can harness the energy within their own bodies to generate heat, defying the brutal cold that surrounds them. In the 1980s, Dr. Herbert Benson, a professor at Harvard Medical School and director emeritus of the Benson Henry Institute, set out to study this phenomenon. His research confirmed that the monks' extraordinary control over their body temperature was no illusion. It was a scientifically measurable reality. Through a process called vasodilation, the blood vessels in their fingers and toes expand, increasing circulation and warmth. Their secret lies in 2 powerful breathing techniques: forceful breath, which actively generates heat, and gentle breath, which sustains it. The results were undeniable. Over the years, follow-up studies have continued to support Benson's findings, demonstrating that, through discipline and deep meditation, these monks had unlocked a hidden potential within the human body, one that science is only beginning to understand. Number 3. They can break stones with just 1 finger. For 3 relentless years, the disciple trains in silence, his mind and body devoted to a singular purpose. With each passing day, his once soft, unremarkable finger transforms into a hard stone finger. At first, his strikes are weak, leaving only the faintest impressions. But persistence yields results. Over time, his touch alone leaves a visible mark, an imprint of unwavering discipline. A single strike against wood hollows it. A strike against stone fractures it. And upon flesh, the force is devastating. This is no ordinary skill. It is the Shaolin art known as Buddha's finger, a technique mastered only by the most determined warriors. It demands patience, focus, and an unyielding will. To falter is to fail. To waver is to invite injury. But those who endure the pain and embrace the hardship unlock a power few can comprehend. Beware distractions. Beware of doubt. The path is long, but those who walk it to the end will attain perfection. Even the forefinger of the left hand may be trained, but one must not stop halfway. Half effort leads to half mastery. Legends speak of those who whispered sacred verses as they trained, their words guiding their spirit as their bodies became instruments of unparalleled force. Yet, verses alone do not forge strength. Only relentless, unbroken dedication can shape a warrior worthy of this ancient art. Number 2. They can live with carnivores. Deep in the heart of Thailand, where dense forests hum with life, lies a place unlike any other, Wat Paluang Tabua, known to the world as the Tiger Temple. Here, in this serene sanctuary, one of nature's most majestic and feared creatures, the tiger, is not merely an untamed predator, but a revered companion. To the monks who call this place home, these mighty Bengal tigers are not beasts of the wild, but rather giant striped cats, powerful yet peaceful in their presence. They roam freely, basking in the sun, playing like kittens, and sharing an unspoken bond with the humans who care for them. But this extraordinary sanctuary did not begin with tigers. In 1994, the monastery's connection with wildlife started humbly, with a single injured jungle fowl. A villager, knowing the monks' kindness, brought the small bird to them, and under their gentle care, it healed. Soon, the calls of this lone survivor attracted others of its kind, and before long, a thriving colony of jungle fowl had made the temple grounds their home. Then came the peacocks, drawn by the growing symphony of bird calls, their iridescent feathers flashing in the sunlight. One day, a wounded wild boar stumbled onto the monastery grounds, weak and struggling. The monks, as they had done before, took it in, nursing it back to health until it was strong enough to return to the forest. With each passing season, more animals arrived, as if guided by some unseen force to the safety of the temple. And then, the first tiger cub was brought. An orphan, helpless and alone. The monks took it in, raising it with the same compassion they had shown to every creature before it. And so, the sanctuary grew, becoming a place where man and beast lived, not in fear of one another, but in harmony. At Wat Pa Luangta Bua, the tiger is not a symbol of terror, but of trust, a guardian of the wild that walks side by side with those who have devoted their lives to peace. Number 1, a sixth sense. Monks often paused mid-step in the courtyard, their weathered faces tilting as though listening to a voice only they could hear. Did they always know when storms would come, or when a traveler was lost on the trails? There is an eye, not of flesh, but of spirit, one would say. It sees what the body cannot, the ripple in the wind, the tremor in the earth's breath. A sixth sense, a whisper from the universe. It is not magic, little one. It is attention to the threads that bind all things. That very night, a howling gale descended, tearing through the valley. Yet hours before the first snowflake fell, a monk had already gathered the novices to secure the prayer flags and stockpile firewood. When the storm raged, the monastery stood warm and safe, its butter lamps flickering defiantly. And so, the monks of the cliffs learned the third eye was not a gift, but a discipline, a lifetime of listening to the silent song of the world. Monks have an extraordinary ability to perceive what others cannot. Through deep meditation and spiritual discipline, they gain insights beyond the physical realm, seeing auras, sensing intentions, and uncovering hidden truths. To them, the unseen is as clear as the visible. By the end of this video, it is concluded that through unwavering discipline and profound mental control, monks redefine the limits of human endurance. Their resilience is not born from superhuman abilities, but from a relentless commitment to mastering the mind and body. In their journey, pain becomes a teacher, hardship a path to enlightenment, and endurance a testament to the boundless power of the human spirit. For more interesting videos, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned.